Hello, students. Welcome to another lecture. In this lecture, I will discuss William Collins' poem Ode to Evening. This poem we are discussing is addressed to evening, which has been personified. Personify किया गया है. The poet here gives us what, according to him, are the attributes and the features of evening. Or we can say the poet in this poem describes what generally happens in the evening and in what respects evening has its own identity. The various natural phenomena of the time of evening have carefully been described by the poet, who tells us what he himself would like to be or would like to do in the evening. So the poet जो है वो इवनिंग की बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज को डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. And in this poem, the poet has described, or you can say, the poet addresses nature or addresses evening as O nymph reserved. Or you can say in the second line, the poet addresses evening as chaste Eve. In the fifth line, O nymph reserved, nymph के रूप में एड्रेस करता है. And in the 15th line, poet addresses evening as maid composed. Maid composed के रूप में एड्रेस करता है. And so these are a few ways of addressing evening. Okay, so let us start without wasting any time. Collins, I would like to tell you one thing about the poet. Collins is one of the greatest poets of the transitional period, or you can say pre-romantic period. The other greatest poet, or one of the greatest poets of the same period, and who is prescribed in your syllabus is Thomas Gray, whose elegy written in A Country Churchyard I discussed in my lectures. Okay, so Collins also belongs to the, both Collins and Gray, you can say, belong to the same period. Okay, so let us start. If aught of autumn stop, aught anything, UST out anything. Of autumn stop, autumn, the word autumn here in this line is used as an adverb derived from the word noun, which is ought. So what poet means to say that anything made up of ought. Okay, stop means वो छेद, जिनको जैसे बांसुरी देखी होगी, बांसुरी में छेद होते हैं. एंड व्हेन द जो बजाने वाला है वो उन छेदों को ब्लॉक करता है अपने उस म्यूजिकल प्रोसेस में, तो इट प्रोड्यूसेस डिफरेंट साउंड्स. ओके, सो anything made up of stop or ought, anything produced by blocking. Yes, any music. Yes, any music, anything, any tune from a shepherd's pipe, you can say, which is made up of an odd stem. सो जब उस ऑट की बनी हुई बांसुरी के जब छेदों को ब्लॉक करके सॉरी जो म्यूजिक कंपोज किया जाता है, प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है, इफ ऑट ऑफ ऑट एन स्टॉप, तो मे होप, यस, द पोएट आस्क्स, ओ चेस्ट ईव. The poet is addressing evening as a chaste evening, pure evening. And may hope, may I hope, क्या मैं ऐसी आशा कर सकता हूं कि any music, any tune produced by stopping the blocks of an autumn flute to soothe thy modest ear, soothe, please. May I hope to please your gentle ears. क्या इवनिंग उस म्यूजिक को सुनकर फील्स हैप्पी? और पेस्टोरल सॉन्ग, यस, और एनी सॉन्ग related with the lives of sheep and shepherds. May I hope that this kind of music can provide any consolation, any peace, comfort to your modest ears, to your gentle ears. Yes, like thine own Solomon springs, thy springs and dying gales. Yes, like in the same way as the Solomon sounds of the water flowing from springs, and the sounds of the declining storms, dying waves, give you comfort. उसी प्रकार से, जिस प्रकार से सोलोमन स्प्रिंग्स, जिस प्रकार से झरनों के गिरते हुए पानी के जो सोलोमन साउंड है, सोबर साउंड है, जो मर्मरिंग साउंड है, जिस तरह से दैट मर्मरिंग साउंड प्लीजेस यू, और द स्प्रिंग एंड डाइंग गिल्स, और विंड ग्रेजुअली बिकमिंग स्लो इन द इवनिंग. तो वो विंड, स्लो होती हुई विंड की जो आवाज है, जिस तरह से वो आवाज soothes you, gives you pleasure, pleases your gentle ear. May I hope to console you. Then he addresses evening as, O nymph reserved, reserved nymph. As according to the poet, evening time is a little bit sober, serious, pensive, and that is why the poet is addressing evening as a reserved nymph. While now in the evening, the poet is creating a beautiful picture. The bright-haired sun, yes. While now, in the evening, when evening is about to come, bright-haired sun sits in your western tent. The poet imagines that as if the sun were a tourist. सन क्या है? एक 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 एक, एक, एक यात्री है, who travels the whole day And now in the evening, western horizon. The sun is about to set in the evening in the western horizon, and the poet imagines as if after completing whole day's journey, the sun gets tired and is about to take rest in his tent, which is situated in the western horizon. अब इवनिंग के समय सूरज भी अपनी दिन भर की यात्रा करके थक गया है और इसलिए वेस्टर्न टेंट में वेस्ट में स्थित अपने टेंट में आराम कर रहा है. Whose cloudy skirts with bready ethereal wove overhang his wavy head. हाँ, जिसकी क्लाउडी स्कर्ट, जिसके बॉर्डर, जिसके टेंट के बॉर्डर्स which are made up of clouds and which are of ethereal wove, which are woven of ethereal stuff. Overhang is wavy bed of the sun in the western horizon. उसके वेस्टर्न होराइजन में उसका जो बेड है उसके ऊपर वो लगे हुए. नाउ एयर इज हस्ड. हाँ, नाउ in the evening. Now air is hushed, silence. Now a deep silence pervades the entire atmosphere. Same except in the whole atmosphere. A deep silence pervades, except a few places. There is a deep silence all around. But this deep silence is sometimes and somewhere disturbed by a few sounds. और कौन सी? We are the weak-eyed bat. Weak-eyed. The poet is bat चमगादड़. पोइट चमगादड़ को वीक आइड कह रहा है. क्यों? क्योंकि चमगादड़ को दिन में दिखाई नहीं देता, इसलिए पोइट उसे वीक आइड कह रहा है. विथ शॉर्ट श्रिल श्रीक. हाँ, शॉर्ट श्रिल तीखी, श्रीक आवाज चमगादड़ की. फ्लिट्स बाय, फ्लिट्स मूव्स उड़ना, ऊपर गोल गोल उड़ना. ऑन लेदन बिंग, लेदन ऑफ लेदर. अगर चमगादड़ के विंग्स कभी देखे हो तो डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द विंग्स ऑफ अदर बर्ड्स, अदर एनिमल्स. उसके कुछ लेदर जैसा टच होता है, एंड दैट इज वाई पोइट कह रहा है लेदर विंग्स. से वी आर द वीकेड बैट विद शॉर्ट श्रिल श्रीक फ्लिट्स बाय ऑन लेदर विंग. हाँ, चारों तरफ एक गहरी शांति. नाउ एयर इज हस्ड. चारों तरफ एक गहरी शांति छाई हुई है, सिवाय एक्सेप्ट एट दोज प्लेसेस where the weak-eyed bat is flying on its leathern wings, its peculiar wings, and it creates its short, shrill shriek. It produces its shriek, short shriek, shrill shriek. तीखी आवाज निकालती है. चमगादड़ की वो आवाज उस शांति को भंग करती है. अदरवाइज चारों तरफ एक गहरी शांति छाई हुई है. और where the beetle winds is small but sullen horn. Or this deep silence is disturbed by the sound of the beetle. By the sound of the beetle when it blows its small but sullen horn. When the beetle blows its horn and produces a peculiar sound. That peculiar sound of the beetle disturbs the silence, breaks the silence. Otherwise, a deep silence pervades the entire atmosphere. Okay, thank you.